All right, now in the first major contest of the United States presidential primary season, Iowa's noteworthy caucuses are set to elect their Democrat nominee. The trail of campaigns began ahead of the big Iowa night, where Democrats delivered their closing arguments. Campaigning in Iowa on Saturday, former Vice President Joe Biden focused on his electability. He declared that he could beat President Donald Trump like a drum if he wants to in the elections in November.
Folks, I think it's pretty simple. They don't want me to be the nominee because they know I'll beat him like a drum. We will beat him. Folks, in Joe Biden's America, a president's tax returns won't be a secret. In Joe Biden's America, self-interest will not be confused with national interest. And no one, not even the President of the United States will be above the law. I promise you that.
Now, 2 days before the state's caucuses, U.S. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders took his campaign pitch to Indianapolis. During the campaigning, Sanders called the current U.S. President Donald Trump a very formidable opponent. Sanders encouraged his supporters to come out in droves to beat his opponent by having the largest voter turnout in American history.
My 7 grandchildren, 2 of whom are here today. This is Ella, and what's your name? That's Dylan. To defeat Donald Trump, who will be a very formidable opponent for a number of reasons, we need to have the largest voter turnout in American history. That's just a fact. If it is a low turnout election, Trump will win. And I believe that our campaign is the campaign of energy, is the campaign of excitement, is the campaign that can bring millions of people into the political process who normally do not vote.
Meanwhile, public opinion polls showed a tight race for the right to take on the Republican President Donald Trump in November. Bernie Sanders and former Vice President Joe Biden are in a dead heat for the first place, with U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren and also former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg close behind. Just 2 days to go before the rural state kicks off the nomination process. Senator Elizabeth Warren, during her campaigning, told her supporters to dream big as Democratic presidential candidates fanned out across Iowa for a frenzy of rallies. Now, the Iowa caucuses are a biennial electoral event for members of the Democratic and the Republican parties in the U.S. state of Iowa during both the presidential and the midterm election seasons. Registered Iowan voters vote in a per-precinct caucus for the party of which they are registered as a member. The caucuses are seen as a strong indicator by some of how a presidential candidate will do in later contests.